Hi and welcome to My Boutique store template, the latest in the My Store shop template range. So we're going to have a look at three things. First of all, we'll look at how the store works. Then we'll look at the admin side, and then we'll look at the installation, which is very simple. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the store. As you can see on the home page, you have some latest arrivals which you can manually edit in the Mobirise program. So if we now enter the store, you will see the store. We have pictures of each product, and you can have up to 4 pictures, so you can view up to 4 different pictures for each product. It will show the product price. If you have options for sizes, it will show the options, and it will show the number to order up to a number you select, but it will only show a total number for products that you have in stock. So like in this case, we only have 9 in stock, so it will not allow you to order more than 9. And on this one we only have 7 in stock, so it will only allow us to order 7. Now some of the things are optional. For example, you can select a specific type of product, so like it can be a new arrival, it can be a special offer, it can be buy one get one free, and so on, and that will show here if that's the case. And if it's on special offer, then it will show the original price, and that will be crossed out, and it will show how much the saving is. Again, here we have different sizes and we have a quantity. Okay, so that's the product. Now in addition, there is a more button, so I'll give the first 250 characters of the description for the product, and then to see all the description you simply click on the more button and it will show the full description and the images that you've set and whether there are any options. So if we look at this one, it gives you again the description and the images, and it will say what the options are. Okay, so now in addition to adding to the more showing that, you can also add additional images to the more or videos. So you could add a video to the more, or you can add additional images for the full description. Okay, so now let's have a look at another option. This can be switched on or off, so you can have it so it doesn't display this or that it does, and the customer then has the option of selecting a different currency to show in addition to the currency of your store. So if they are in America, for example, and you want to show the price in US dollars, as well as in GB pounds, then when you look at the product, you will see it shows $8.99 and it's US dollars 1,163.11. So that's an approximate calculation, and we'll show you how to update the exchange rates when we come to the admin area. So that's another option, and you can switch that, the customer can switch that off. So now it's only showing in British pounds. Okay, so when you add to the cart, what happens then? So let's have a look at adding this item to the cart. And you'll see the cart that flies to the cart, and the cart now shows there's one item in the cart. And there's the item in the cart, and it shows how much tax was included in that price, and so on. Okay, and then if the customer has a coupon code, they can enter the coupon. And then the coupon, once they click apply, will validate it to make sure it's within the dates allowed and that the minimum order value is in excess of the minimum order value specified. So in this case it's £20 off if you spend £50 or more, and also the number of coupons that can be used is also set, so it will check against that as well. So we'll apply the coupon. Alright, the coupon has been applied successfully, and now we get a coupon redeemed, £20 off, so that reduces the price then to £333.99. Okay, so then we can continue shopping. Now the thing is here too is if if you have this switched on, so we want it to show it in Canadian dollars as well. So it will show the Canadian dollars here. And if we view the cart, it will tell you that the approximate net price in Canadian dollars for that price there. Okay, so now if we go to checkout, if we're an existing customer, we can enter our customer ID and password, and it will automatically fill in the checkout form. If we're a new customer, we select new customer, and it will go to the checkout, and it will give you the order number and the net amount. So let's put in some details. So we'll enter our name, our title, our address line 1, address line 2 if there is one, the county, the postcode and the country, and either the telephone or the mobile number, and the email address. We'll pick the ones we've used on this page before. Then we can make the delivery address the same as the billing address, or we can then go in and edit that and make the delivery address different. It's then created a customer ID for us, so we have to enter a password. That's so we can check our order later, and then we click to accept the terms and privacy policy. So then we click place order and pay now, and it will connect to the payment gateway. We're using PayPal Sandbox here, so it's a little bit slow compared with the live PayPal. So once we get into the PayPal checkout, it then gives us our item there, and it will tell you it's an order at our jewelry store, and then we can select how we want to pay. And so we'll click pay now. Once we've paid, that will automatically send us back to the site, and we'll say thank you for the order. At the same time, once PayPal have processed the payment, we will receive an email thanking us for the order with all the order details, and the seller will also get a copy of that email so they know an order has been raised. Let's just see if the email has arrived. There's nothing there at the moment. That might have gone into the junk. No, it's not arrived yet. There we go. It's just arrived. So PayPal must have processed it. And there's the email. Your order is complete. We'll be in touch soon to confirm delivery. And the order details, total amount, paid by PayPal, PayPal transaction ID, and then the items on the order. And then the customer's details and the customer's delivery details. And the VAT number is shown at the bottom. You can disable that if you wish. Okay, so we've now received our email. We've probably received the customer email as well. Sorry, the seller's email as well. There we go. So you get a copy of the email sent to the seller with all the same details, so they know an order has been raised. Okay, so that's our order placed. Now we'll need our customer number in order to view the status of our order. So if we get the customer number, so we'll go to my account, log in, customer ID and password. And then we can go down, and here's our order. There's the order number, when we placed it, there's a value. It's complete in PayPal and delivery status is pending. We'll come to that in a minute. Okay, so now we can see our order. The delivery details. They have accepted the terms. It's complete in PayPal. There's no tracking ID at the moment. So now we can view or download the invoice. So if we want to view it, a PDF has been created of the transaction. So invoice from, invoice to, the date, VAT number, paid by PayPal, transaction ID, thank you. Then the details of the actual order, the coupon, shipping, invoice total, tax included in the invoice, and then the shipping address below. Okay, so then they can print that from there, or they can print it from the page here. They can download it from the page here, rather. So if we go back to the order, so there's our order, and that's it. And then at any time they can come in and check that to see what the delivery status is, if they wish. They can also change their password if they wish here as well. Okay, so that's the customer side of it, which I think you see is quite easy. So next we will look at the admin side. So we will go to the admin page. We'll log in. Okay, so now you can see we have a lot of options, and they're also available in the top menu. That's a different menu now to the shop menu. So we go to the system settings first. Let's have a look. So the address you want to send your emails from, the currency you're going to use for the system, and the currency symbol, and you enter the currency symbol in the HTML code format. So that would be £, in this case. Okay. Then what status PayPal is, so it's either sandbox or live. Obviously sandbox when you're testing, live when you go live on your live site. and so you don't have to change anything, just change it from sandbox to live. So the sandbox email, the store name, the live PayPal email, the site address, the store address, address 2, address city, county, postcode, country, and store telephone number and VAT number. Now if you don't want the VAT number to show, then you just enter none in the VAT. Then you can change the email logo header. This is also the logo that will be used on the invoices. So it should not be, it must be a JPEG, and it mustn't be more than 600 pixels wide, and it wants to be reasonably in that proportion so that it fits everywhere. So you can browse to your own and then upload it. Then you can select how many shop products you want to show per page, and you've got a list to pick from. You can show the pack quantity in the shop. If you switch that off, then the pack quantity won't show. Individual postage and packing on each item in the shop you can show if you wish. If not, you can switch that off. What the tax rate is on postage and packing in percent. So, how many maximum numbers of items that can be ordered in one hit. So like in that drop down, maximum number is 10 in this case, but you can set that to other numbers if you wish. The minimum postage and packing per order, and the maximum postage and packing per order. Now if you don't want to have a maximum or a minimum, then you just set the minimum to 0 and the maximum to something like £9,999.99, or whatever your currency is. But what happens is, if you've got a minimum and a maximum, if once they've totaled their order, the postage comes to less than the minimum per order, because the individual products have got either 0 postage and packing on them or a small amount, then it will automatically create an adjustment to increase the postage and packing to the minimum. And similarly, if the total of the postage and packing on all the products comes to more than the maximum postage and packing per order, then the postage and packing will be reduced to this maximum value. How many days a digital download link is valid for? How many times a digital download can be used? And if you set that to say 1, if they have a failure, then they're going to be on to you. So you need to set that to 2 or 3 or 4. Whether to use catalog mode. Now the catalog mode disables taking any money, so they can just place an order without sending any money, and then you can invoice them later. So that's quite a useful feature. The show extra text on the checkout, you can switch that on or off, in which case if you do show the extra text, then they can enter details for, like, if it's an item that is customized with their name on it or something like that, they can enter what they want in that, in the text box. And they can also, you can also have show a file upload on checkout, in which case then if I say like t-shirt printing or whatever, they can upload an image that they want printed on their item. Okay, so the barcode type to be used on the delivery label, which we'll come to in a minute, and the packing note, and you can select which type of barcode you want to use: 128, 128A, 128B, code 39 or code bar. And then allow visitors to view price in other currency. That's the box I showed you earlier. If you switch that off, when you go to the shop, the new tab, you can see that option is now not available. And if we switch it back on again, come on, we need to get a confirmation. What is a confirmation? I think we've got a problem with the internet all of a sudden. Okay, so we'll switch back on again, and now we refresh the store. You'll see it's now come back again. Okay, so if we're in catalog mode, you will see that in the store the add to order is now, or the add to cart is now replaced with add to order, and the cart, we haven't got anything in our cart because we already paid for it. So if we view the order now, it's an order now, not a cart. So we get the total price and we get place order instead of checkout. Okay, so let's go back to the admin. So switch that back. Okay. So now let's go up to system utilities, and within the system utilities you can optimize the database, and the database has now been optimized, so it's removed all the overheads on the tables. You can back up the database. Okay, so you can then download the file, and this will back up the whole structure of the database and the data within the database. So let's just save that. Okay, so that's now backed up. Now we don't want to leave that backup sitting on the server, because there'll be a copy of it on the server. So we click here to delete the backup, and the backup has now been deleted from our server, so there's no security risk. Then we can delete pending items from the cart. So if there's any items in the cart that are more than 14 days old that have been abandoned, in other words, the cart has not been completed, then we can remove them from the database and just clean up the database. We can also export the order summaries. And that should now be coming up. Here we go. So now we've got all the order details in there, which you can use for your analysis, etc. Or you can export the card order detail without abandoning carts. Okay, so back to admin. Then you can manage the admin users, so you can have more than one user as an admin, and you just simply enter their details, send them an email after adding it, which will send a password to them, a temporary password, their user ID, and then create user, and then you'll get your admin users appear below. Okay, so go back to the admin menu. So now we come to manage products. Okay, so this is where we add our products. So we would add the product name, the product SKU, whether it's active or hidden. And then this is where we enter our details. So we'll show you that on an existing one where we've already edited that. The current selling price, the usual price if it's on offer. So if there's £100 off at the moment on, say, something of that's £600, then you would put the £600 in here and the £500 in there, and then the saving will automatically calculate what tax rate for that product, and you can set the tax rates in a minute, whether it's on offer or not, new arrival, sale price, special offer, buy one get one free, etc. What category it's in, and we'll show you how to set the categories shortly, how many you've got in stock, the postage and packing per product for that product, and that can be 0 if you want it to auto calculate from the minimum and the maximum. How many there are in each pack, so it might be that you're doing a pack of 12, so it'll be one item but a pack of 12. And then sizes, so you can enter sizes and you enter them just like that. Oops. For example, you would enter each size separated by horizontal vertical bar, and the first item should always be the default item. Okay, then you can do colors. Again, you would do that in the same way. You can have different colors, and you would enter them again with the horizontal bar between each color. And then any other options that you want, like left hinged or right hinged if that was a refrigerator or a cupboard or something. So you would enter that in here. If you haven't got any, then you leave them blank. And then here's where you can add your images. So you can add the first image, second image, third image, fourth image, or you can select an image from your library for that you've already uploaded. So you just then select use this, and it's entered in there. And you can do the same on your main image. Select the existing image. So say you want to use that one. There we go, and the image is inside there. So that's how you select your images. Then if it's a digital download, then you select yes, it's a digital download. If not, you select no, it's a physical item. And then if you do select digital download, you click upload file. You would upload your digital download file. We'll say, for example, that zip file. Upload it. Oops. Did I not select it? It's got to be a zip or a RAR. So we want a zip file. So let's find the zip file. There we go. Oops, I didn't like that one. Okay, let's there we go. So the file's now been uploaded, and then we would add the product. Okay, so what happens? So let's just have a look at one we've already done. So click on Edit Product, and you can see how it all works now. So you've got your product name, product SKU. If you try to enter an SKU that already exists, then you will get an SKU that is incorrect. So if we enter that one, that's okay. Whether it's active or not, then in here is the description of the product, and also we've added, in this one, we've added a video using the video button here. You can also add additional images, or you can add links, you can add bullet points, and you can add different types of text. And this one here cleans the actual HTML. So if we have a look and see what it would look like on, and it creates a smaller version below. So that's what the text in here will look like when we look at it on our page. Okay. So then we enter this one is on special offer. So we've entered the current selling price $8.99 and the usual price $999.99. And then the tax rate is standard rate. It's a new arrival. It's in the category jewelry sets, number in stock, boats and packing, quantity per pack, sizes. We've got 3 sizes and we've got 4 colors. And here are the images that we're using. And when we add the images, we just click either select existing image if we've already uploaded it, or if we want to add a new product image, we click browse, and we need to go to here, and then our image is in there, so we need to crop that then and shift it. So I think that one will go quite nicely, and then we click crop and upload image, and now the image has been replaced over there. So there's our new image. Okay, and then we do similar things with the second, third and fourth images if we want to use them, and then simply update the product. Okay, so that's how we add and edit products. So now we've got the categories, and that's quite straightforward. So to manage a category, to add a new category, just to enter the name of the category, click add category, and it will appear down here. And then you can switch on or off categories at any time. So for example, if we want to switch on cuddly toys, you just click switch on and click update, and now cuddly toys will appear in the categories. Okay, so that's the manage categories. Then we go to manage tax rates, and it works exactly the same. You enter a tax category and what the tax rate is in percentages, and then click add. So like here you can see we've got half standards 10%, no tax is 0%, standard rate is 20%, tax rate 1 is 5%, 2 is 15%, and so on. So you can add as many tax rates as you want and apply them to each individual product. Okay, so now let's go back to admin, and then we come to manage offer types. So we go to offer types. Here we can add new offer types, or we can edit the ones already there. So buy one get one free, buy two get one free, end of line, new arrival, reduce to clear, etc. And we can add as many different offer types as we wish. Okay, so go back to admin, and then we've got the coupons. So when we go to manage coupons, we can set a coupon code. For example, in this one here is 10 off 50. The description, £10 off orders over 50. Coupon minimum order value. So that means the order must be above this value for the coupon to be valid. So in this case, we've made that the minimum order value is £49. So if the order was £29, then that would say the coupon is invalid. Then you've got a valid from date, a valid until date, how many uses are allowed, and that can be whatever you want. In this case we've got 100 in there, and what the value of the discount is with using that coupon, and then in here it will tell you how many times it's been used. So whenever anyone makes a sale, buys a product, once the sale has been completed, that will then knock or add one voucher used to this if they've used a voucher. Okay, so back to admin. Okay, so then we come to view orders. So here we can view our customers' orders. So all the different orders are in here. It gives you the current status and the delivery status, and you can change that from here. So if we made that now as in packing, okay, so the delivery status here is in packing, and we can add a transaction ID here. If once we make it into out for delivery, you can add notes that the customer can't see there, and you'll see that shows the total order, all the items, customers details, order date and time, delivery date, delivery details, customer number, what the PayPal fee was if it went through PayPal, customers accepted terms, their IP address, it's complete in PayPal, it's in packing, transaction ID from PayPal is there. Then we can view, download the invoice the same as the customer. So if we have a look at the invoice, so here's the invoice with all the details. Okay, and in addition we can print the delivery label, and as you can see the delivery label has the order number, customer number and the barcodes from and to. It's non-COD, they've already paid. Tracking ID is none, and packed and dispatch date. So that would go into your be printed and then stuck on your customer's item. But in addition, you can also print a delivery note and the label. So there's the label, there's a delivery note. So on the delivery note, which would go in the box with the goods, there's the delivery packing note, the order number, the date, what the items are in the box, but it won't show vouchers and so on, how many items there are, and the order number and customer number with a barcode, and just store delete details. Now if we print that, unlike normal prints in web-based stuff, we're going to print a PDF because I can't show you a hard copy print. So let's put it in here. We'll call it 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. And we don't want the buttons to print, and we don't want to print out the URL and all the other things that normally gets printed with web-based stuff, and we want these to be two separate pages as well. So now if we look at the PDF which has now been printed, here it is. There we go. You see there's no URLs or anything at the top. The print buttons are not there either. And we show that shows the order number with their barcode and so on, and then the delivery packing note and so on there, and that's on 2 separate pages. Okay, so let's come out of that. Now if the item was COD, so let's just go here, let's make this one let's make this one paying COD. Okay, so now if we go in and look at the delivery note and label, you see the delivery note now says COD 903.99, and we've got a tracking ID on this one as well. But if it's all complete in PayPal, which we had before, then the delivery label is non-COD. Okay, so that's our orders, and then of course obviously we can update the status in here from pending in production, waiting send, so on and so forth. So when the customer looks at their order, they can see exactly what the status is of their order. Okay, so let's go back to the admin menu, and then we have an analytics page. Now this will show total sales to date. Now sales, there has to be a complete or complete by PayPal or whatever in the status. And we've got, so sales date, we've got 3 products at $15.97. The 20 best selling products, obviously as we haven't got 20 products at the moment, it's only showing the top 2. And the 20 best customers, again because we only got 1 customer, it's only showing 1, but it would show the top 20 customers. Active products with low stock, there's no active products with low stock found. And active products currently on offer, so it shows you all the products that are currently on some type of offer. Okay, so that's our store analytics. Then when we go to image manager, we can see images that are not attached to any product. So that was originally attached to Blue Moon Diamond Ring, but it's no longer, and so on. And then you can choose which ones to delete. Okay, so it keeps things clean on your server. And then update the currency exchange rates for the approximate currencies. And this will go off to the European Central Bank, get their latest exchange rates, and it will update the rates per €1. So there we have all the different rates that we will be using. Okay, so that's the admin side. So the next thing we'll be looking at, oh sorry, I forgot to tell you, you've got your change password option in there as well. So when you click that, you can then just put the current password and your new password and then change your password. Okay, so that's basically it. And we'll provide another video that will show you how to do the setup initially, which is very, very simple. Okay, thanks for watching.